Alright, gaming 14 is done. 2 more gamings to go. Let's quickly check out what happened in gaming 14. So I got 70 points, just tested for a green arrow. Got Pickford in goal. Got 11 points against Fulham. Well done. I needed him to get more points than Mitrovic, since Mitrovic is highly owned. It won't make a difference, but Pickford getting 11 points made a huge difference. White got a clean sheet point. Trippier got a clean sheet point. Cancelo got a clean sheet point. And from the bench coming on for Haaland is Gay with a clean sheet point. My defense all returned. It's a beautiful sight to see. I've never seen this before in my team. I don't think, if I remember correctly, I've never seen such a thing happen. In midfield, yeah, it's gone from good to bad to worse. This is what the nasty stuff hits hard. Foden 1 point, benched again. In the league lineup, it was Foden not playing. I didn't see that league lineup. I was busy during that time. Couldn't see the league lineup. Martinelli with 8 points. Yeah, he got a goal at least. Salah, my captain, got a goal. Luckily, was lucky to fall on his feet, and then he just scored immediately. Like, he had to make it like quick hit into the goal. Saka with just 4 points. He got an assist early on for that Martinelli goal, but he then got injured. So unfortunate, man. Like, if he would have stayed on, he would have had a mega haul, I think, because Arsenal just absolutely obliterated Nottingham Forest. And lastly but not least, in the midfield, Zaha with a disappointed 1 point. In hell, I should have done the Zaha to Elmer move. Like, I still kept Zaha because of Southampton at home. Said home fixture, and he scores more often in home than away. Lesson learned: never hesitate to sell Zaha immediately. And up front, nothing, absolutely nothing. Like Mitrovic, yeah, he got 1 point, got a yellow card. He's just way too cautious because of the World Cup, and Haaland didn't play. So yeah, 70 points. I was lucky to get a green arrow this week. Just scruffed it. So yeah, let's get into my transfer section. I've got 2 free transfers this time. Transfer time, I've got 2 free transfers for the first time in the season. And I already used one of them in Saturday because... Was it a Saturday or Sunday? When was the Newcastle game? I think it was a Saturday. Yeah, 3 p.m. kickoffs. Newcastle went wild. Callum Wilson with a 19-point haul, I think. Elman with 11 points. Like, oh my god, Newcastle are on a roll right now. They're getting a week's rest more because they don't have any Europe, and I think we've underestimated that part of the deal with Newcastle. And Eddie Howe is doing a fantastic job, and Newcastle, the players are looking really sharp and really attacking, looking like a real force to be reckoned with. Force not to be reckoned with. So I did Almiron in for Zaha. This guy got to go. He even got a price drop, so I saved some money. Saved like 0.2. Almiron got a price rise, and Zaha went down in 1 price. And I'm still waiting for Wilson. Like, what if he got injured in training? Like, this guy is so fragile. So I'm afraid that he even might get injured in the warm-up or in the training session. So I just decided to save 1 transfer after the press conference. What if I change my mind in Saturday if Foden doesn't play? Yeah, I have to keep 1 advantage in my hands. And yeah, it's gonna be Mitrovic out for Wilson, definitely. Like, Mitrovic fixtures turn for the worse, and he might not even feature in one of them games because of the World Cup. And he's not playing as well as he was before. So yeah, Wilson's gonna come in. Easy moves and too obvious. And when it's too obvious, it never works out. But hopefully it does this time. So yeah, let's get into the team selection. Alright, team selection time. Let's quickly run through them because the team picks itself. I don't have much to talk about. the same thing every week, just minor difference. Like, what else I'm gonna talk about too much? There's no point in talking about defense, midfield, and forward line separately. So Pickford in goal, because Pickford and Ward faces each other. So the easy decision is just back to home fixture and play Pickford. And in the defense, I've got Cancelo, Neco Williams, and Trippier, because White faces Chelsea, and Brentford at home for Neco Williams. Forest, aside from the big teams, they do look better defensively against the mid-table sides or teams who are on their level. I don't know if he starts, like he did lose his position, but Forest did play really badly against Arsenal when Neco Williams was benched. Maybe I could play him. I have to ask people, see potential lineups, predicted lineups for Forest. Or else if Neco Williams is a doubt, I might play Goy instead. I don't think I'm playing White, because it's a big match. London Derby, there's gonna be goals in both ends. What's the point? And Trippier, like, yeah, obviously he faces Southampton. Like, well, why am I gonna bench Trippier? He's massively owned now. In the midfield, it's gonna be Martinelli, the new signing, Almiron, Salah, Saka, Foden. Martinelli faces Chelsea. Yeah, I have to play him. Like, I've got no better option. Solanke on the bench. Like, who am I gonna bench him for? Saka? No way. Like, why? Solanke is an enabler. He allows me to have these players in the midfield, these expensive mid-priced players. Beside Martinelli, it's Almiron, the new signing. Yeah, against Southampton. I think he's probably gonna be my 1 week punt. Like, he faces Chelsea next. I'll just transfer him out in game week 16 for someone like Rashford or someone else to take a punt on for the final game week. Salah, yeah, he's gonna play against Tottenham, who lost Romero, and like pretty pants defensively as well. Like, they're not doing that great as I thought they would. Like, they're falling apart. They're really getting lucky. Like, Marseille in the Champions League in the midweek had so many chances, and they could have easily beaten Spurs in half time. Okay, so I'm afraid to transfer out Salah for now, and I'm gonna need Salah for Southampton at home next week, the final game. Salah always scores in the final game, but yeah, I know it's not the final game, but it just feels like the final game. Like, there's gonna be a 1 month break. Yeah, and Salah's not gonna be in the World Cup, so he's just gonna play every single game. Next to him is Saka. He was on the bench in the Europa League yesterday, so he got fully rested. He's gonna play against Chelsea. And Foden, he played 90 minutes in the Champions League, but he did play well, and like he did play well. And Pep had a lot of praise for him. When Pep was asked why Foden didn't start the last 2 league games, he just said that's his decision. He picks the team. He was, I think, on the notice step. Like, he did it a couple of times last season as well. Pep just didn't play him for 2 games, and then he inserted him back. He is clearly first choice, no doubt. And Foden's gonna be desperate to start the next league game. Just 2 games to go. He's gonna willing to impress Southgate to get into that England starting lineup or in the mix of that squad. Like, he's gonna have to try his best now for the last 2 games and really shine to break into that England starting lineup for the World Cup. So let's see, it's gonna be dependent on the early team news. We're gonna get the team news 10 minutes before the deadline, and when we do, we all have to act fast within 5 minutes, or else after that the site's gonna crash again like last week. I didn't face that problem because I already set up everything. I didn't need to do anything else, so yeah, be careful with that. And up front, it's Wilson, a new signing, and Haaland captain for now, because I saw pictures of him training yesterday. There was pictures of Haaland training. That's a massive step going forward, because previously Pep just said he was training alone and he needs some rest and so on. He didn't even travel with the squad. Now he's back training with the team, and he doesn't play in the World Cup, so I think Pep's just gonna play him against Fulham. And if he does, he's gonna be terrified not to captain him while watching that game. So yeah, Haaland captain. The league team lineup will be very crucial. Like, I have to really watch out for that this time. And Wilson, he faces Southampton. And like, Newcastle are a good side. They have good underlying stats. They are a good team, good overall team, good attacking team. I believe that Wilson's just gonna do well again, even though he's a little bit of a troll. I have faith in him. So that's gonna be it. Hope you like the video, and yeah, I hope it gave you some ideas about your transfers and moves. So yeah, let's push on. It's the final hurdle, just 2 game weeks to go, and yeah, let's try to go big and end it well before the break arrives. See you next time.